Good morning. Hello, everybody. Hello, hello, hello. How are you today? Thank you for joining our spiritual chat, Monday chat. I hope all is well. Quick disclaimer, all metaphysical properties associated with crystals are not a guarantee of healing or results, so if you need to seek medical advice, please do so. All right, so thank you for joining us for our spiritual chat today. Got a couple questions I'm going to ask you. And please join the discussion as you feel, come on in and just let us know your thoughts. I do have a couple questions I'm going to start off with today. So we will start with those and see where it goes. So thank you for joining me. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome, everybody. Thanks for joining today. Just getting started here. I hope you are all doing well. How are you doing today? Hello, hello. Come on in. Welcome. Please share this with others. I do appreciate that. And if you are new to me, I'm Debbie, spiritual author, teacher, and crystal, crystal crazy. Check out my YouTube channel, Debbie Hardy Crystal Healing, and my Facebook group, Crystalline Sage, also. So welcome, everyone. Hello. Thanks for joining us today. Hello, hello. We've got Tori and Rachel and Connie, good morning, and Mary and Ben and Sandy, hello, and Janet, good morning. So I'm going to throw out a couple questions for you today. Do you know what your purpose is this time around? What is your life purpose? Do you know what it is? I get to ask this question all the time. What is my purpose? I don't know what my purpose is. I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing. I don't know what I should be doing. What, I was asking it myself several years ago. So we're going to talk about how to find out if you don't know. And perhaps you're already doing your purpose and you might not even realize it. So do you know what your life purpose is? Do you know what it is? Good morning. Hello, everybody. Come on in. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Do you know what your life purpose is? Good morning. Hello. We've got April here. Hello, Rochelle. Welcome. Hi, Connie. Glad you're feeling better. Hi, Patricia. Yes, good. April, no. I know. I've been in that boat. I've been in that boat. I have. I'm going to tell you some ways of how you can find out your soul purpose, your life purpose. What are you meant to do with this lifetime? And sometimes it's not, sometimes it's right in front of us. And sometimes it is hard for us to see. So good morning, everybody. So those of you just popping in, do you know what your life purpose is? Do you know what your soul purpose is this time around? Do you know what you're meant to be doing? Are you searching for answers? Are you searching for answers of what you're supposed to be doing? Answer to any of those questions. That's awesome, Patricia. You make people feel good when they're down. I think that's awesome. That's wonderful. That's much needed. So very much needed. When I was starting my own self-healing journey and my own spiritual journey, it all kind of happened all at once. I was asking that question a lot. What am I supposed to do with my life? I was working full-time as a secretary in a school district. And the work itself was okay. It was easy. I was good at it. And it's something that I was doing secretarial work for as long as I can remember, ever since I got out of high school, basically. But it was not something that was exciting my soul. It was just a job I would get up and go to every day. It's nothing that was, it didn't feel like it was something that I could connect with every day. Now, there are some that I worked with that felt that, and they absolutely loved doing it, and it was just, they just couldn't see themselves doing anything else. And that's wonderful, because we need that, but it wasn't, I just was not excited about it. Every day I was just going through the motions, because it was a job, paid the bills, and it was consistent. So I started asking the question, what am I meant to do? What am I supposed to do? I was searching. I was already well in my way with meditation by then and my own self-healing practices. And so I went to some channeling sessions where we were able to ask mediums and other spiritual teachers questions. And I asked that question, what is my purpose? What am I meant to do? And they said, check out crystals. They didn't say exactly what. They didn't say details. They just said, look into crystals, basically. And during that time also, I was intrigued with it. I was very intrigued with the answer, but also crystals kept coming up in the most unusual ways. And I was thinking, why? What is this all about? So I looked into it. And then more people and more answers kept coming to me. Crystals, crystals, crystals. So I started purchasing some. I started using them. I started learning about them. And just started engaging in them. And I realized that was probably the case. Crystals were something that I needed to get involved in for my soul purpose, my soul journey. And so I did. I jumped in and I did. And I started learning everything I could. And it brought me to where I am today. It brought me to be able to teach about it, to be able to inspire, to be able to write and share my experiences, to be able to create other things. And it's all just started with that question, what am I meant to do? Now, crystals are not the end-all be-all. My journey, like everyone's, is ever-changing, ever-expanding, ever-growing. But crystals will always be a part of that. So ask yourself the question, if you don't know already, what is my life purpose? What is my life purpose? I'm going to show some crystals that can help you with that too. And some other things that can help you get a clue of what your life purpose is. So, Sharon, you don't know what your life purpose is? There's a lot of people in that boat. And like I mentioned earlier too, a lot of people question, what am I supposed to do with my life, you know? If you're not feeling satisfied with the work that you're doing or what you're doing in your life right now, then there's something lacking and it's your soul craving. You know, find that connection that brings you together with your soul purpose. Find that connection. Good morning, everybody. Thanks for joining us today. I think our life purpose is continually evolving. There might have been something that you might have been really excited about early on, many years ago, and it changed. Maybe you outgrew it. Maybe you need to go further in depth. Maybe you needed that groundwork for a stepping stone to go into another direction or into a deeper direction. So don't discard anything that you've been through or anything that you've done or anything that you've learned, because I can tell you everything that I've experienced throughout my whole life has brought me to this very moment right now, and it has you too. So it's all connected, it's all intertwined and intermingled, and it's very, very many layers to all of it too. It's really complex. Well, we make it that way. We make it complex. So how do you find out what your soul purpose is? How do you find that out? Big question. Well, there's several things that you can try. One is you can go to a psychic and ask, what is my soul purpose? But I want you to be very, very careful with selecting psychics. There are some out there that are really, really true, spot on and accurate. But there are others that are not, plain and simple. Use your intuition. Follow your heart if you go that route. Really trust with who you decide to work with in that regard. The same thing with card readings. You can do your own card readings. Select a card deck. that resonates with you and ask the question, what is my purpose? And see what comes about. You might be quite shocked, actually. Or you can go to a card reader and ask the same questions. But again, go to those who you feel you're drawn to, that you can trust, that will give you accurate results for you. If you do your own card readings, get a deck that you resonate with. Get a deck that you feel good about. And spend some time with it. Don't rush the process. Sometimes when we rush through things, we want clear-cut answers, and a lot of times answers don't come through that clearly. Sometimes part of the whole process is unpeeling those layers as to getting to that answer. That's part of the whole thing. So if you do your own readings, even if you get a reading done or a psychic or any of that, whatever answer that comes through, think about it. Does it resonate with you? Does it make sense? Sometimes you might get answers that don't make sense, but they start you to question, like, maybe, okay. Sometimes you get answers that just are way in left field, that just, you're like, that doesn't sound like anything that I want to do or engage in. Don't discard it completely, because maybe there's a connection to that. Maybe you might get this answer of, oh, you should be teaching. But you're thinking, I don't want to be a teacher. Well, there's many, many, many different kinds of teachers out there. Not like just the school teacher or a professor. You could be teaching anything. So pay attention to the guidance that you're given through those kind of avenues if you choose to use those. And write down notes too. If you go with somebody who gives you guidance in such a way, take detailed notes that you can go through and look back at and refer back to at another time. Because it might not make sense that day, but it might later. When I got that guidance from the channeling session about crystals, I was like, that sounds interesting. I like crystals. Okay. So I actually went home and I started researching them. I got some books on it, and it just grew from there. Some other ways to learn your soul plan and purpose are meditate, connect with your spirit guides, ask them directly, what am I meant to do? What should I be doing? What should I be focusing on? What am I meant to do? The more you meditate, the more you can connect on a deeper level. I talk about it all the time, right? Meditate, meditate, meditate. So if you want to do this on your own, meditate. And I'm going to show you some crystals here in just a second. What can help you get to that level of getting answers and guidance? Think about something else too. What truly makes you happy? Don't think about income. Don't think about money. Don't think about anything else. What is it that truly makes you happy? What is that? And I'm going to have an exercise for you to work around that in just a moment. Some homework. That is a huge indicator of your soul purpose. It might just be a beginning. Again, you might just get glimpses of a starting point. But let things grow, let things evolve, let things expand. And you never know where it can take you. And it can take you continually throughout this life in different directions if you allow it to, as long as you're here. So let me show you some crystals that you can work with also to help you with your soul plan and your soul path. And let me take a look here at some of your comments, and if questions or anything like that. Good morning, good morning, good morning. April, you're in that boat craving the connection. Yeah. I'm going to have a little exercise for you to do on your own later today or tomorrow, whenever you have quiet time, that, that you can start focusing on this kind of task. Yeah. Mary, yours has changed so many times. I believe mine has too. Good morning, good morning. Eloise, welcome. I help people with their mediumship. That's wonderful. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Good morning, good morning. Sending lots of love your way, Mitra. Yes. That's true, Carol. Some people do tape sessions. If you go to a psychic or a medium or a card reader, some do tape sessions for you so you can refer back to it. What I would used to do when I was offering card readings, I would tell them to take notes, the other person on the other side, take notes, but I would also send pictures of all the cards so you can refer back to the cards that were chosen for you at that time. But some people do record it, and there are devices that you can get on your phone to do that too. Yeah. Judy, yes, I think finding your tribe helps as well. I think so. Creating, absolutely, helping people. You need a tribe? Well, welcome here, Kathy. Glad you're here. Connie, creating makes you happy. In the garden, sketching, writing, painting, all of it. Yes, beautiful. There's something in there for it. There's something that's connected to all of that. There's something connected to all of that. Janet, how do you find out who your tribe is? It's where you're led to be. Where are you meant to be? Do you feel comfortable here? This is your tribe. This is your community. If not, then you'll find one that is. We have a huge community here, and it's a beautiful energy. So, yeah. So you're part of the tribe. So some crystals that you can work with to help you find your soul purpose, your meaning, a path that you feel connected to. Use these in meditation or hold these in deep, quiet thought and journaling sessions, just journal. But hold these. You don't have to use these, and I'm going to explain a little thing in a minute here that you can do with or without the crystals either way. Crystal energy, I believe, always helps. So if you have any of these, use them. If you don't, that's okay. So first of all, clear quartz is easiest to obtain anywhere. Easy to obtain and plentiful. And in most cases, not too expensive. You don't have to get a very expensive piece of quartz if you want to work with quartz. Quartz retains information and it also gives information. So quartz is probably the easiest one and the most economical one to use out of what I'm showing you today. Hold it in your hand, meditate with it, with the intention of bringing forth your soul purpose, your life purpose, guidance. And whatever comes through, write down. It might make sense, it might not. Write it down. So, clear quartz, excellent for any of that. All right. To find, easy to get, and not too expensive overall. One of my super favorites is Elestial. This is a small piece of Elestial. And you don't need a big one. You can use a big one, you can use a small one, it doesn't matter. Elestial is really good for finding soul purpose within soul purpose work. I've used it many times with myself, with clients, with friends, to find our soul purposes together, to find our soul connection with others, to find, to work with past lives that can also lend insight of what your current life situation needs to be, or can help you, guide you. Celestial is layered. It's a quartz. It's usually, I've seen mostly in smoky, but there are amethysts that are very hard to find, and there are most common seems to be Smoky Quartz for celestial. And it's a layered crystal, and it holds all of this code in it. It's beautiful energy. It's awesome to work with. The characteristics are that as such, it looks like layers or like little mountains, or sometimes it's just layers inside. It's an amazing, amazing energy to work with. Cathedral Library, harder to find, expensive. Cathedral Library, one of these days, I keep saying this, one of these days I'm going to do a meditation surrounding this, a live stream. I need to write that down and plan that soon. Cathedral Library holds the Akashic records, the past, present, and future, and you can tap into it asking for guidance and insight of what you need to know, where you need to go, what you need to focus on, anything that surrounds any question that you might ever have. The characteristics are it has one main point and a lot of other growth on that point. These are very hard to find. A lot of times they do have the celestial patterning with it, so it kind of goes hand in hand with it. But its main characteristic is it has the one main point and it has other growth on the sides of it. It's an amazing, amazing, amazing energy to work with. Amazing. Yeah. Herkimer Diamond, another one to work with for your soul purpose, your soul plan. These are a little bit more expensive also than quartz or I don't know, other choices. Sometimes they're harder to come by. I've not found many to be able to resell, but I've had these in my collection for a long time. If you can find a Herkimer Diamond, try that. They're beautiful energy, they're high vibration, and they have a lot of information to share with you also. They're very unique, very interesting, very beautiful. Herkimers. Devic temples. Devic temples are quartz with many inclusions that look like spirit, feathers, angels. They're natural inclusions, and they connect you to the Devic realm. Again, very expensive and hard to find. I find these at the gem shows, and they're not easy to get. They're not easy to find typically. This is something that you can tap into for deep guidance. Again, past, present, future, purpose. You know, what is my purpose? If that's, you know, your main question. So most of these are more expensive to get. So that's why I wanted to bring in that quartz. Regular quartz is okay if that's what you have, or you're on a limited budget. That's okay also. I also brought in Euphorite. Now Euphorite is new to the crystal world in the matter of a couple of years. Euphorite, we are learning as we go. It is the crystal I used to help me get into such a deep meditation that I was able to document my journey to find my soul in my new book, Reaching the Depths of My Soul. So Euphorite, I feel, is also something you can use to get in such a deep meditation to help you clear away all that chatter stuff. Quartz can also help you do that. Any of these can also help you do that. But it helps you go that much deeper to connect to your soul. Connect to your soul during meditation and ask questions. Bring forth, what do I need to know? What is it that I need to know? What should I be focusing on? What should I be doing? What direction do I need to go into? Those kind of things. So Euphorite. There's a lot of different varieties of Euphorite. So they're, again, expensive, but amazing energy. Yeah, amazing energy. So here's some homework for everybody. I'm going to tell you that here in just a moment. I'll check out your comments and questions, and then we will wrap it up for the day. I'll pull a card from the Simple Answer deck and see if there's any extra added little guidance for us. But I have some homework for you to work on. If you want to find your soul purpose and path, or a new direction, or something like that, yeah. Right, let's see here. Sharon, you went through this webinar, A Life on Fire. What holds purpose for me in this life? I've got a vision. Are you saying you got a vision for that during that experience? If so, did it resonate with you? Yes, Connie, make a list. That's awesome, Bonnie. Amethyst Celestial, that's so special. Oh, you're welcome. Yes, I can't wait for the Tucson Gem Show. I always look forward to it every year. Oh, so exciting. Okay, so your homework for today is get a piece of paper and a pen. And if you have one of these crystals, use it, hold it. If you don't, that's okay. Do some quiet time. Do some breathing in and out. You know, before you begin, get your pen ready, your paper, and make a list of everything that you can think of that makes you happy. Things that you like to do. Things that you would like to do that sound like you would enjoy. Just let it flow and write as much that comes through. Okay? Once you're finished, you might want to put on some calming music with this process, or some sage or whatever. Just make it a special moment. Just let come through whatever needs to come through. Okay? Once you're finished with your list, look at it. You might be surprised of things that come through. What makes you happy? That's a big indication of your soul plan, your soul path, your purpose in this life. What makes you happy? Maybe you'll see a common theme with what you've written. Maybe all those things that you are creative about, like what Connie listed, there's a common theme in there. Start to think about it and start to meditate on what has come through. What interests you most on that list? What interests you most? Go start learning about it. Go start exploring it. Go start doing it. Don't worry about, trying to create an income from it. Don't think about that. Do this, in your own spare time, around your work time, around your family time, whatever. Once you start following your purpose, following the guidance that you're given, the money will flow. It'll start to come in ways that you didn't even realize. Maybe you love gardening and you've never thought about making money with doing it. Start gardening and see what happens. Allow your soul to flourish through coming out through you, your plan to come out through you by honoring what comes through, what makes you happy. Maybe it is teaching, but maybe not in a school's type setting. Maybe it's you want to start teaching other ways. Maybe it's helping others. Dig a little deeper. How do you want to help others? Maybe break it down by categories. Do you want to help the young? Do you want to help the less fortunate? Do you want to help the elderly? Do you want to help the ill? What in there? Start breaking it all down. Spend some time with this. Don't rush this process. Allow it to come forward and allow it to come out. And truly start taking the steps of what you need to do to start engaging in those things. And Spirit will always be there to help you. And the more that you follow what you're guided to do, it will take you to magical places. I started with crystals, right? I started with crystals for my own self-healing, and then I started teaching them about them, and I started using them to heal others and myself continually. And I started to learn more about them, and I started to extract information by using them. And I've created so many things since then. I've just gone on to different avenues and different paths. So you might get a little glimpse from your list. Start with that and see where it takes you. Follow it. See where it takes you. Trust, 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 trust. We all have a problem with trust, right? Trust the process. Allow it to unfold as it should. Trust the process. Things like these can't be rushed. Once you start getting excited about something and really engaging in it, then more and more of that will come, and more insight and more inspiration and more creativity around it, and more direction of ways to follow. And the money will flow. The money will flow. Trust the direction you're given. It's your path. Trust the direction you're given. If it doesn't feel right, it isn't right. If it feels right, it's right. Trust the path that feels right and go with it. We all have trouble with trust. I do. Do you? I do. You know how many times I've questioned all of my books and my cards? Should I do this? I've questioned it every time. I've followed that direction. I've written these books. I've created those cards. But every single time I questioned, should I do this? And after I went through the whole process and put it out there and let it unfold, it just created more magic for not only myself, but others involved. So trust the process. Trust. You might not see the whole vision, and that's part of it. Part of it's uncovering all those layers. But trust the process. If it feels right, it's right. Trust the process and the direction. You might not make sense of it. It might not make sense, but it will start to all come together one day, and you'll look back at it and go, oh, I get it now. I'm still on my journey. I'm still on my journey with crystals. I know that I'm being pushed and guided in a way that I really need to follow. More writing, more teaching, more sharing. Crystals will always be a part of my life, and they'll always be something that I work with. But I feel like there's more to it. So that could happen for you too. Trust the path that you're given, the insight that you're given. All right. So I'm going to pull one card to wrap it up today. The answer is simple. And see what other kind of information, just as a final parting message for today. And I'll see what your comments are here too. Please share this with others. I do appreciate that. And feel free to join our group, Crystalline Sage, and YouTube channel. Please subscribe, Debbie Hardy Crystal Healing. Lots of stuff going on there, and lots of sorry about that. Lots of meditations and information all the way around. So, okay, my gosh, these cards are just not cooperating. They're just chunky. So let me just connect with them again for a moment. Like big chunks of cards are coming out. Sometimes when that happens, it's like they need a refresh. So I'm just going to hold them here and refresh and look at your comments here again. And then we'll try it again. Oh, you're welcome, Darlene. You're welcome. You're welcome. Happy to share. Happy to share. And Tracy, you're welcome. Eloise, I need to watch this. You're well, I'm so glad you're here. Yes, thank you for putting all that there, Mary, all those crystals. That's great. Okay, so let's try this again. Let's clear these. And what is it we need to know today? Quite oftentimes these cards come out and they resonate with the chat of the day. So, okay, so this one is the one. This one is the one. Say thank you. That's the card of the day. Say thank you. Now, it might not necessarily resonate with the whole chat of the soul purpose, but it reminds me that we should be saying thank you for everything. Everything that we have, everyone that we come in contact with, people and spirit guides and direction. So after your little process today with your pen and paper, say thank you for the guidance I am given. Saying thank you to yourself, thank you to your spirit guides, thank you to your higher power, the God of your understanding, your angels, the people in your life, the people that serve you in some way, the people that you work with. Spread the thanks all the way around, and don't forget yourself. You're important too. Say thank you to yourself for all that you've done for yourself and all that you do for others. It's okay. They say thank you. Say thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh my goodness, beautiful message for the day. Thank you. You know, those simple words can mean so much to somebody. If you come across today and just give them thanks, it could change their day. It could make their day. It can really make a difference. I've had days where I'm just, you know, we all have those moments when we're just like, things are just like, you know, just it's going through the motions and whatever. And sometimes I get these messages out of the blue that they just say thank you for whatever, you know, whatever it is. And it truly brightens my day. So do that for somebody else today. Pay it forward, and during your day, say thank you to somebody and brighten their day and spread the love that way. Oh, it's so beautiful. I love it. I love it. I love it. Thank you all for being here. Thank you for being part of this. Thank you for being in our community and sharing your thoughts and your just where you are with all of this. So I hope this helped you in some way. Go do your homework. Wednesday, we're going to do our check-in chat. Wednesday is a very informal chat. No structure, no theme, no specific content or whatever. It's just check-in to see how we're all doing. Wednesday, let's check in and see who did the homework and what you learned. Okay? Let's do that. So, who's going to do the homework? Let's see thumbs up or hearts. Who's going to do homework or say yes, yes, yes. So let's see what kind of yes, got some hearts. Resonates deeply good. Oh, I'm so glad, Colleen. Thank you. Thank you all so much. Tracy, Susie, Sade, thank you. Connie, Eloise, Rachel. Oh my gosh, Judy, everybody, thank you, thank you, thank you. If I didn't get your name, thank you for being here. Thank you so much. You've made my life just so much more, I don't know. You've brought purpose to my life being here. So thank you. All right. Only one card today. Yes, only one card. Lisa, if you came in late, the homework is, that's okay. I'll go over the homework real quickly again. Get a pen and paper. Some quiet time. If you have one of the crystals mentioned, Celestial Quartz, Herkimer Diamond, Euphorite, Cathedral Library, or Devic Temple. If you have one of those, use it. If you don't, that's okay. Light some sage or some incense, put on some quiet meditative music. pen and paper in hand, do some deep breathing and start writing down everything that makes you happy. Everything that sounds interesting that you would like to try. Everything that just sounds like it would be fun to do. Everything that comes through, just let it flow. Once you're finished, look at the list and start seeing if there's like a common theme, or if there's things that really stand out to you that you could really get excited about, and start engaging about those things. Start engaging, start learning, start doing those things that are on your list. All right? So there you go. Thank you all so much for joining us today. And I hope this brings you some insight and some awareness of where you need to go, what you need to do, and where you need to be. So hope to see you Wednesday for Wednesday check-in chat. Around this time, 9 Wednesday morning, and Thursday, 9 a.m. is Crystal Sale Thursday. And then again next Monday for another chat. So, or maybe I'll start working on this. I'll start working on this meditation for connecting with the Cathedral Library energies. I'll start working on that. So, all right. See you all soon, and thank you. Have a blessed day. Namaste.